sometimes it's a bit confusing for students. We talk about the difference between a blind allegiance and an understanding of how to learn. Everything I say, all the advice I give or coaching materials or I don't know, whatever I'm doing, I can hope to have a positive impact. I can hope to give the most accurate information that I have at this point. Knowing that I'm a human being who's highly flawed, who's working on their own deficits. Just because I make a statement of this is my advice or my recommendation, there should be no hierarchy between the student and the teacher in a long-term way. I don't want anyone to create a difference between where I am and where somebody's trying to be. And this pops up sometimes in coaching, and people might make statements like, but I'm not like you, or I'm not like that person, and the pathway is not to compare yourself to others. It's not to create a difference between yourself and the other person. And it gets confusing in that the technique to learn can give a false idea that it's one of blind allegiance. And certainly if my students see me in a learning environment, I will give my full attention to the teacher, to the point where it can be problematic. And and people can ask you not to stare at them while they're teaching because it's too much. But that's not I'm not giving my willpower to someone else. I'm not committing an understanding of how to learn and how to focus and what's the best way to draw information from a teacher is not the same as blindly adhering to their dogma. You can have both. Or in a moment of learning, you give your full attention and then fully acknowledge that outside of that scenario, you're dealing with a human being who is trying the best they can. I think ideally you would want to sit in both camps. I know people can take this too far. We want both. And certainly don't want to be creating a hierarchy of difference between you and the people that you're learning from. I have all the respect in the world for my teachers. I really genuinely believe in what they're doing and will give them my full attention in a learning environment. And I fully acknowledge that they are humans trying really hard outside of the learning environment. They are people. They are just people, of which I will be aware of, and they have the same struggles that I have, or you or I have. And so you are able to give your full attention to a task, a full attention to a learning, a full attention to a demonstration, and not exacerbate that to be in wider life, create these false deities. Like, if you believe that your teacher is beyond you, if you believe they have some secret ability, some hidden talent, you're moving yourself further away from very accessible things.